So while this is attacking that fort, we've got our second army right here. We're going to advance this army down south. And got two armies here. There's an army that has 2 units of catapult, 4 bill militia, and the general is that Alfonso guy. And the other army is a general called George Kurnoki. He's age 19, 4-star general. So it's going to be pretty helpful if we can take these 2 generals out. So we're definitely going to attack here. And we're going to attack again. So you want to kill this guy. Fortunately, he's ran out of turn. He can't actually advance any further. He's gone as far as he can. He's going to attack in the next turn. That other English guy there, he needs to be taken out as well. So I'm going to be... I don't want to leave Carlisle too exposed. We're going to put down more troops into Carlisle. We're going to put in more... Put in the 2 archers and some more spear militia. Probably can't afford to build any more, to be honest. I'll look at the financials. So we're actually spending more money than we can afford now. We've got troops in Stirling and Perth that we're not using. So we'll move this guy into Newcastle upon Tyne. We've got units in Perth. Move these guys out. Units in Stirling. Move these guys out. Got some units in Glasgow as well. Take the spear militia, they're better. And we're going to move these guys down south, make another army. And I'll put them down here. Put that guy there as well. Oh, they're going into Carlisle. And it's a Scottish merchant. So watchtower there. So Aberdeen's got 2 units of town militia. Wick has a heavy pike militia. Probably don't actually need to have that there. It's quite expensive trip to have. Disband that. Just save a bit of money per turn. And obviously Kirkwall has a lot of generals, but our navy is going up to move those units across. So we've got Newcastle right there. We've got our guy there. We probably will be quite aggressive. So they can actually, there's no access right there. I think we're going to be aggressive right now. We're really going to pile the pressure on the English. Okay, we're going to have to wait for the next turn. I was going to move out troops there, but if I move out troops, too many English in the town, they might actually revolt. So we're going to end the turn there. And okay, build that. A new mission right now. We've got to capture York. We'll be awarded some of the best units currently available. York is right there. So we're going to attack him. Now we're going to finish him off. I'll fight on the battlefield. This guy's a 5-star general. We're a 4-star general. I think we're 4 or 5-star. We've got so many more troops. But it's a possibility this guy might do a lot of damage to us. Obviously it's campaign. Don't want to take any chances. I don't want the AI to screw up. So we're going to fight this one out. Group 1. Okay, the pike are going to be group 2. I don't know the best strategy for using pike, but I know that pike are more expensive than these guys. These guys are actually fairly good value. These guys are quite easy to produce. They're a lot cheaper. And we're going to get our cavalry. We've got Mail Knights as well. Fantastic. Check out the Mail Knights. This is the first unit of Mail Knights that we have. These guys get a cool lance. And we've also got the... got 2 units of Mail Knights. the merchant cavalry. So we're going to put the cavalry together, keep the cavalry on the right hand side. We've got 2 units of male knights, keep these guys on the left hand side. Highlanders in the centre. And general in the centre. Archers, keep the archers right in the front. Start a battle. So we really want to kill the general. So is he going to advance? He's got the catapult. The Bill militia are really bad versus arrows. Move forward. Town militia. Move forward the pike. The pike are in phalanx, so pike mode. Cavalry. Move around the cavalry. And we're going to move round the male knights as well on the left hand side. So the key for this battle is kill the general. The general has to die. That's why we're fighting this battle. That's why we're not auto. Right, pull back our general. Pull him right back, because the catapults, if they shoot our general. Okay, kill the catapults. So that's the Bill militia going in there. We are going to put in the male knights versus his general. We're going to attack the catapults there as well. And again, he's probably going to be shitting himself because the Bill militia are better than these guys, but we're going to send in the pike now. The pike are going to go in to support the front rank. So once the general dies, it's going to be game over for the enemy. So obviously, check it right there, the units are actually starting to rout. The catapults are taken out, and we're going to, once this catapult's been taken out, we're going to go for the kill on the general. So we're keeping some troops at the back here, so we can definitely kill the general. We're going to move out the cavalry to close the gap there and kill the general, hopefully. So the general's fighting to the death now. We want him to die because he's a 5-star general. Very powerful for the English to have this guy. If we can take him out right now, it's going to help us a lot in this campaign. So that's the general taken out there. Our general's safe. That's the battle won. We're going to triple speed it, and we're going to continue battle. We're going to end the battle by killing the catapults. Put one of them into the other one as well. And that should be the end of that army. That's the last guy there. And that was a great one for our side. Obviously we didn't kill that many troops. We killed the enemy general. And taking him out, taking out the enemy, you don't want them to be able to form up into one big army. That's harder to deal with. Get the ransom. So obviously England are a bit short in cash. The army, if the enemy forms up, it's harder for your, especially for the Scottish armies, to deal with them. Taking them out singly, it's a lot easier for us, and we will lose less troops because of that as well. Sending the guy, that's a guy, he's very, very loyal on the stats there. We can pull out Domhnall Fennis with a good number of troops, and he can start attacking some settlements. So he needs to go back and took out the wrong guy there. He needs to go back into the settlement. And we're going to take out the Highlanders and the pike. We're going to really support the war down south. Carlisle, fairly well protected now. We've got a good general, old guy, but 3 in the command, and fairly high in the loyalty. Because you find that because Perth is our capital, the longer distance you are from your capital, the more likely settlements are to turn against you. So that's why Kirkwall's get a lot of troops there, a lot of generals, good infrastructure, but they're not the happiest of people. Send over the send. So we're going to send over the fleet here. We're going to pull out. We're going to keep Angus Fennis. We're going to pull out the two younger guys. They're going to come across the mainland, and then they're going to help in the campaign against the English. So that fort has one turn left. So Wallace has plenty of Highlanders. He's got the cavalry. He's got the Highland nobles. They're going to absolutely destroy that fort. Those guys have to come out to attack. I'm not really wanting to attack the fort. These guys are in 1 versus 1. They can do a lot of damage to our army. So we're going to set this one out, make these guys attack us, and we're going to put more pressure on the southern sector of the English. So we're probably going to end the turn here. We've got our army here. They're coming down. They're going to go into that area here. And we're either going to put them into Newcastle or put them into Wallace's army. So we're going to end the turn there. We get plenty of turns left to complete this campaign. We've been attacked on both sides. We've got Edgar Cumnock. He's the 4-star general. I think he's only like 19. So there's a lot of troops there in his army. So if we can wipe out these generals, 3 units of heavy cavalry, and this guy has a shitload of armoured swordsmen and armoured sergeants. So this army is going to be, I wouldn't say it's going to be a cakewalk, but we do have the advantage because Wallace is such a superior commander to those guys. He's like a 7 or 8-star general. The troops get extra bonuses fighting the English, and the enemy is actually fighting separately as well, and it's a bridge battle. Although I think one of the armies might be over here, but that's okay because we should win. They also think they're fighting in the snow as well, and these guys get bonuses in the snow. So the plan is keep the pike in the front, and we've got the heavy pike as well. Heavy pike. This is going to be group 1. We're going to keep the pike in the centre with the town militia. We're going to keep the Highlanders at the back. These guys are going to defend the rear of the pike. Plus they're going to get the hill advantage as well. Get the merchant cavalry right hand side. We've got the Highland nobles. No, the border horse. Put them on the left hand side there. The light cavalry. We're going to keep Wallace defended in the centre. And we've got the archers here as well. Keep them in loose formation. What are these guys here? They're the Highland nobles. Okay, Highlanders group 2, nobles group 3. I'll keep the nobles of Wallace in case anything happens. And we'll put the ballista right here. These guys will take pot shots versus the English when they cross the river. So that's everyone. We're going to start the battle. And as expected, we've got 3 units of cavalry at our rear. So that's actually these guys are the infantry. They're the powerful armor sergeants. So the guys that are crossing the bridge are actually the cavalry. So put the ballista onto fire at will. We're going to keep the pike and spears in the centre. And we're going to fight the armoured swordsmen and the sergeants. Hopefully over in the forest over here, we're going to try and go them into a battle, and then we get the advantage in woods and snow. So these guys will be fighting in the wood and in the snow, so they get a double advantage, plus having Wallace as well. We're going to use the cavalry, the merchant cavalry, and they're going to basically attack the flank and cause a rout. These guys might not attack. They might just wait there. And these guys might be wanting to form up with the cavalry. Okay, we'll pull over the border horse, and so we've got our Highlanders in the woods. So this is like the natural terrain for the Highlanders. They're hardy men used to fighting in these sort of conditions, and we put round the merchant cavalry. So there's Wallace right there. We're going to keep Wallace a little bit back just in case anything happens. And just check out the cavalry. What's the cavalry doing? The cavalry sitting there. We are going to attack with the Highlanders now. So the Blister will be fighting versus the armoured swordsman. We're going to charge in the Highlanders. We've got the cavalry around the back. If we can take out the general, this general. That's a general right there. Take off fire at will, I think, and these guys we're probably going to start routing. So this is perfect for us. We're going to get the surround hopefully on the knights, and they're starting to rout right there. So just the combination of fighting in the hill, we've got the good position right there. The Highlanders get the bonus in the snow. There might actually be classes in the woods right there possibly, and the cavalry's going to do a lot of damage right there. Can pull around the other cavalry, the border horse, attack from the other side. So we've got the border horse coming in to attack the rear of the armoured swordsman. So we're going to let the Highlanders take out the last of the armoured sergeants, and these guys will be getting attacked from all sides. So they're going to rout pretty soon. They're fighting to the death. So we're going to pull back the cavalry, and so these guys have really good discipline. They've actually came back from routing there. They're down to 14. But we're going to just keep on attacking. So they're actually fleeing right now. And just check out the cavalry. So they're just sitting there. I'm going to advance the pike just in case they actually attack. And I wonder if the archers can get any shots in. So these guys are Highland archers. And that's going to be the end of the armoured sergeants. So we're going to pull over the Highlanders again. I don't think they lost too many troops. Not many troops at all. Don't really see too many kilts lying amongst the dead. There's a couple right there. There's a couple of Highlanders, and there's like tons of knights. So they did a good amount of damage versus the English. I'm going to get these blisters to fire on the cavalry. I've got the archers there as well. So these guys probably will be able to shoot the cavalry. We're going to get it onto triple speed. Enemy general fall. Check out the general. That was Captain Mikhail. Obviously, there's loads of generals amongst the cavalry right there. I wonder whether we can actually put these guys into shelter formation and attack. I don't want these guys to cross a bridge. So those guys are going to cross the bridge. I don't want them to cross. I thought they would have been in range right there. Obviously they're not. Get these guys into sheltering. They will get a bonus in sheltering. And we really want to get some kills on the cavalry right there. So we're going to get the border horse. We're going to get them really close to the bridge. If these guys start to rout, the border horse will chase them down, and the red line's right there. So good possibility they can actually escape, but we want to get some kills on the enemy right there. So we're going to get the archers. The archers are fairly expendable. They're only Highland archers. They're not noble archers. we're going to get them to try and get some shots in on the cavalry. We will get our Highlanders up here just in case anything happens. Wallace is fairly safe in the back. We'll keep Wallace not too far away. Keep him right there. And we'll get our mailed merchant or merchant cavalry and keep that right there. So we're going to increase the speed here. Just that's the archers right there. Okay, we'll stop these guys. And that's provoking the cavalry into attacking. It's a good possibility the cavalry will actually catch up. These guys are an elite in the archers. Stop these guys on the bridge. And they're going to start shooting on the cavalry. So we're going to triple speed it. Hopefully they get some good shots in on the cavalry. 18, 18, 20. Obviously the cavalry is General's bodyguard. We don't have anything really that can... Well, we've got the pike. We'll pull the pike over. But the pike probably isn't enough to beat that. Will these guys attack? Yeah, they're going to attack. So these guys are going to attack the pike straight on. It says defeat is a distinct possibility. So we're going to charge forward all the pike and see if we can get some good damage. The pike are much better against cavalry than any other unit. So these guys are either going to be withdrawing. Okay, we're going to pull over some more cavalry. We're going to send in everything to attack the pike, to attack the cavalry. And we're going to send... Okay, we're going to stop the pike and shelter him. It looks pretty good right now. The cavalry's kind of held up. We're going to send in the merchant cavalry and the border horse. It's pretty much game over for the cavalry. Because the thing about this is these guys will probably win by themselves. But I don't want them to sort of rout and then escape. I want to kill some enemy generals. So that's the first enemy general dead right there. There's 2 more to get killed. Hopefully we can kill all of them. Obviously we're going to continue the battle. So we've got the border horse in there really fast. I want these guys to get the kill on the general. Is that the general right there? Don't know if that's a general. Probably it is a general, to be honest. So the way to do this is we need to actually go beyond the path that they're actually running. So we don't want to attack straight away, we want to actually run these guys ahead of these guys. I think that's definitely general right there. So can these guys catch up? They can't catch up. So he's gonna go down, definitely. One's gonna escape, so that general's going to escape right there. So it says here, actually we killed all the generals. We also killed them at the back right there. So we killed all the enemy generals. We've won that battle there. So we've taken the fort and killed a lot of the armoured sergeants and armoured swordsmen. So that was a great win for our side. They're great for our campaign. It means the door's open to take, I think it's the next castle. It's actually Lancaster. Another dude is going to be brought into the family, Mariette Fennis. That'll be another guy on Kirkwall. So we've got basically 4 guys on Kirkwall. They're going to come off. So Angus Fennis has been busy with his wife. So these are young guys here. So we're probably going to keep Angus Fennis on Kirkwall. We're going to put this guy onto the mainland because Scottish Navy isn't the best, to be honest. I'll keep him up here just in case anything else happens with the fleet. And these guys will come down and start being put into the cities right here. I could probably have a couple of them be put on the islands, but in all honesty, we probably need the troops more down south. So we've got our troops in the castle right there. We're going to be ultra aggressive and attack Lancaster. It's actually a fortress upgraded. So we're going to build the siege equipment here, but I don't really think the bliss is enough to break the walls. A fortress is really powerful, really good defences. It's a castle. And what will happen here is we will siege that castle for maybe like 5 turns, and then a massive English army will actually appear right here. But we're doing well in this campaign. We're sieging a lot of the English settlements, and we've only got to take another 6 more settlements before we win the campaign. So we're playing in a hard. Again, I'm not an expert with medieval. I've played a lot of Rome Total War in the past, but I could have played in very hard. But obviously, I don't want too much of a challenge. I want to be able to complete this campaign. So I've gone for hard on this occasion. So this is our second army right there. We're going to put Gilly, Colleen and Maury back into the city. We've got our secondary army right there. Okay, we're going to keep those men in there. We've got space for 4 troops in that army. So we're going to give them the 2 pike and the heavy militia. Carlisle, fairly powerful now. They've got the English heavy billmen. And those guys come down as well. Probably, yeah, put these guys here. Newcastle's got enough troops right there. I think we're going to keep these guys. The thing about having troops far away from the city, far away from the capital city, they might actually rebel without a leader. So we don't want these guys to be too far away from a leader. So we're going to put them over in Newcastle for the time being. And Dominic, or Domingart at Camerton is attacking York. So we've got York there getting attacked, Lancaster's getting attacked, and some more armies coming down south. So we've got Wallace. Where's Wallace? Wallace is right there, and we've got the Scottish diplomat right there as well.